Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you how to make a breast cancer awareness card. October is not only Down Syndrome Awareness Month, it's also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And if you didn't check out my blog post or my video last week, I did do a Down Syndrome Awareness card, so please check that out. We do giveaways every week, so if you want to be eligible for that, you need to go to our website at www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com or www.acjwm.com. And all you need to do is sign up for our blog and sign up for our YouTube channel, and you are all set. Make sure your names match so I can see that you've done both, and we are all set to go, and you will be entered to win every week. So I do check it every week, so if you unsubscribe, you are no longer able to win. If you have two different names and I'm not aware of it, you are no longer able to win. So that's how it works. Hopefully it's not too difficult. But at any rate, we have a number of different awareness ribbon stamp sets. We have autism awareness, breast cancer awareness, we have cancer awareness, we have a generic set that works really well for pretty much any awareness cause, and there's a number of different ones that we can use for any awareness cause. So I try to make the stamp sets that I create versatile, so you don't have just one way to use it. You can use it for numerous ways. At any rate, so what I'm going to show you is how to make this really cute card, but first I want to tell you what you need. I know I kind of do it backwards, but it's just me. I'm backwards. Anyway, so you're going to need a chameleon color tone pen. It's PK3, or you can use any other alcohol-based marker or regular marker or pencil or whatever you'd like. Watercolor, whatever you would like to do, you can, whatever you have, you can use. I promise it'll work. You want to have a white card base. I use 5x7. Actually, I think it's 5.5 by 7.5. We have a piece of colored cardstock that has a design on it. I really liked it. I have just a solid color of pink, and you'll see why in a second. We have the white cardstock, that's to stamp on. We have our awesome stamp blocks that you can find on our website. And we also have, I don't know if you're aware of this, but this right here is the outside of the dots, the 3D dots that you might use to, to make your project pop out a little bit. I use that. This is not waste. I've actually seen people that didn't know that you can use this right here on your card. You can use any of that. So make sure you utilize what you got. In the meantime, we also have our awesome and amazing Awareness Ribbon Stamp Set 2. This one is one of the original ones I created. If you're not sure or not aware of why I started creating stamps, if you go to our YouTube channel, it is the first video on top, and it explains why I got started. So it's a pretty cool story. At any rate, so this is the awesome Awareness Ribbon Stamp Set 2. We have 6 currently, and we are working on some more. So please be sure to check back, as we do have some new stamp sets coming out this year. We also have black ink. We have our adhesive. We have a 2.5-inch circle punch. And we also have scissors. I'm not going to need the scissors because I already pre-cut out my my embellishment that I'm going to be coloring, just because it would save a little bit of time, and you'll know why in a second. So I know I keep saying you'll know why, but the problem is I'm not showing you, so I'm going to show you right now. Anyway, so let's put this stuff aside. And I will show you the good stuff. It's all good stuff, really. We have this awesome stamp set right here that helped create this beautiful card right here. So I love the pattern paper. I really thought that it made, pattern paper really made it pop. I purposely used 2 different pinks because I saw the 2 different color shades of pink, and I thought that it went really well together. So that's why I created this like this. So hopefully you will like it as well. Now, I don't know about you, but oftentimes when I'm creating something, I try to find something that'll match my card, and this time I couldn't. So I will show you what I did to rectify that little problem I had. In the meantime, I try to be creative and try to do something a little bit different. Some of these things I may have done in other videos, some of them I may not have, but I don't try to make it so super fancy that you feel like you're just frustrated and can't do it. So that's really important to me. I want you to know that you can do any of the projects that I do. If you ever have any questions or you have any tips, please let me know. At any rate, so this right here, this created that. How you like them apples? All right, so I'm just going to put this stuff aside. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take out my paper that I'm going to stamp on. I'm going to take out my block, and I'm going to take out my stamps. Now, one would hope that I would have those, you know, ready. Now, I'm not sure that I do, but it'd be kind of funny if I didn't, would it? But I have them, so we're good. Anyway, so we have this set right here, and this is the awareness ribbon stamp set right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this is how it comes. I'm just gonna peel this off like so. It's really sticking this time. How you like them apples? That's my phrase for the day. How you like them apples? I think I watched Good Will Hunting, and that's why, because I saw that recently. If you haven't seen that movie, it's a great movie. I love Robin Williams. At any rate, so now we're also going to need our ink, of course. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our ink pad and we're just going to ink our image. You want to make sure you get it really nice and wet, because sometimes when you have a lot of lines, you may not be able to get it all. So you want to make sure you do. So I'm just going to do that like this. I did not get it all. It's like Murphy's Law. I think I jinxed myself. So I'm going to rub it like this to make sure I got all of it. There we go. And I got smart and didn't put my arm on the table so you don't start going like that, right? Sometimes my video shakes and I don't realize it until I'm already done. It's kind of funny. All right, let's try this again. Better, but not great. So when I have a situation like this that I don't really like either one of the images, we flip it over. So let's do that again. Yeah, this one's really inky on this side. I don't know why. Okay, that's better. All right, let's try this. It's not working today. Of course it's not. Why would it work when I'm doing a video? Right? I don't know if this has ever happened to me. Isn't that funny? I think I'm jinxed today. It's just one of those days. There we go. Let's try it again. Ah, yes, that's better. But the funny thing is there's a mark on the paper, so I'm going to have to do it again anyway. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Isn't that great? Let's try it again. Here's another piece of paper. We're going to do it the right time the first time. The first of 4, right? Okay. Let's do this, and there we go. That's better. I don't know what was going on. I think I was pushing too hard on one side. Sometimes I do that and don't realize it. So if you go straight up and down, that's always much better. So, cleaned off my stamp. Don't need my ink anymore. I'm going to put this aside. So for right now, what I'm going to do is, this is what I was talking about before. Now, when I created this card, it was really plain, just like that. It was just kind of blah. So I thought if I just do something like this and put this bling on there, but I thought that was almost like a little too overstated. I just didn't like the way that looked. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to custom color my own. So what I'm going to do is just take out my chameleon pen right here. This is the PK3. We're going to use this also to color our image right there. So we're just going to take it off, and we're just going to simply, I'm holding, this is like a line of rhinestones. You can do them individually, you can color them on the paper it comes with, whatever you like. But as you can see, I'm not doing anything fancy, I'm just kind of coloring on the top, like so, and just going down the line. I'm going to show you in just a second, so hopefully you can see the difference between the pink and the clear. It's very obvious to me, but I'm going to show you a close-up so you can see the difference. I'm I'm going to do a little bit more on this side too. Okay. So hopefully you can see the difference between the pink and the clear. It's pretty obvious to me, but at least you can tell that there's a little bit of a difference in color, and I really like it how it gives like kind of a custom look, and it's not too hard to do. It just takes a few seconds here, and you don't have to be super fancy with it. Now alcohol markers by design will write or color on slick surfaces because that's how they work, just like a Sharpie would. So the cool thing is that they have multiple colors, and I really love the way that they look after you color in some rhinestones. I think it just really gives it a little bit of a pop, especially pink. Pink makes, I just love the way it looks. So I'm going to show you what it looks like done. You get a little close-up of what that looks like. Pretty neat, huh? I like it. So I'm going to put those aside, and I would give these a little bit to dry, just because sometimes on the slicker surfaces, sometimes it may take a little bit longer to dry, but it's just better to be safe than sorry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and color in the image, the middle image, okay? So I'm just going to color it in here. I'm not doing anything fancy, just coloring regular. I could shade it. You could shade it by two different ways. You could actually shade it by coloring it once and then coloring over the darker part that you want again. So you're basically adding color, which will give you a little bit darker shade. You're welcome to do that. You can use your blender pen, which would take away some of the color, which you can do that too. You can add a different color, like a darker color, which would give a little bit of depth too. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can use these pens or markers. I choose to use them like normal markers right now because it serves my purpose, and I love these. These are my forever markers because you can refill them and change nibs and all that fun stuff. So that is colored. It's not perfect, but it's definitely colored. What I did was I went ahead and I pre-colored this already, and I cut it out with my brother's Scan and Cut. It's my favorite machine ever. So I just literally put this on a mat that's sticky, and it scanned it, came back, I hit a few buttons, and it cut around it. Isn't that great? It's so cool. I just love it. So that right there is the image that I cut out. So with that, I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to grab my paper and my adhesive. We're going to go ahead and put adhesive on the back of this paper. We're going to just put it in like that. Doesn't have to be perfect, but of course you want to make sure it's at least straight. There we go. Looks good. So that's that part. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take my hole punch. And I like to use my hole punches like this. If you've ever seen me punch before, I like to use them upside down so I can see exactly what I'm cutting and exactly what it looks like. So for example, if you wanted to use a picture and cut a circle out of the, have somebody's face in there with a circle, that's what you do, so you can see exactly where you're doing it. Okay? And there's your circle. Pretty cool, huh? So we're just going to put this aside. I'm all done with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the 3D adhesive like I showed you before. And like I said, this was this had all the pop dots on it before, and this is just the outside part of it. So all I'm doing is just taking this part right here off, which is all of it still sticky. Same exact stuff, just some are cut out like circles, some aren't. And that's it. And I know that some of this may sound elementary to you if you've been crafting for a really long time. Other people may just not know, so that's why I'm telling people. You are welcome to use the back of this, any of the outlying things. Here's another set, for example. Like this is one that I actually bought it for, but I would use these too. They're great glue lines, 3D glue lines. It's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and take our image that's cut out already, and we're going to put this on the back like so. And then we're just going to place it right on our circle, right like this. Make sure it looks centered. It's a little bit off, so we're going to scoot it over just a little bit. There we go. That looks good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place a little bit of adhesive right here where I'm going to be placing the circle, like so. Looks good. Now all I have to do is add my rhinestones. Now do you see what I'm saying? I really didn't like how plain this looked. It looked like it was missing something. I almost put some words here. There's a few other things I was going to do. So what I decided to do is put on the rhinestones. So that's what we're doing right here. Now, like I said, I bought these. They're already stuck together. They're a whole line of rhinestones on a sticky piece. So that's the cool thing about this, is it's already stuck. So that's not a bad thing for sure. We're just going to try to make sure we line it up so it looks good. Now it looks like we have one little extra guy, so I'm going to cut that off. That's where our little scissors come in. And if you want to trim your heart by hand, it's called fussy cutting, you can do that as well. Either way. So this is basically our creation. I really hope that you enjoyed our creation today. I hope that if you have not gotten a mammogram, please do. A great time to do it is October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You never know. You could save your life, and it's really important. Breast cancer runs on both sides of my family. My paternal and maternal grandmothers both had breast cancer. So please, get checked. Just take the time. Make an appointment. Because whatever you're doing, whatever you think you have to do, isn't going to be worth anything if you're not here. So make sure you take the time. It's important that we always take care of ourselves, because if we don't, who else is going to? So thank you so much for going on a creative journey with Melissa, and please be sure to check out our website at www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com or www.acjwm.com. And also, this is a great month to have a conversation with your friends to see if they're getting checked too. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.